So I believe that we're good. Got the right angle. You can go ahead and see us. Um, yeah, going back, right? So, we started working out like this, right at the beginning when we started off like our fourth fitness journey again. Cause like I was still working out before I got the gym membership here. Which at this point had to be like what, like 3 years ago, like over 3 years ago. But I've been so consistent with it, you know what I'm saying? Um, but when we first started getting back to like working out, right? Before the gym membership, we started working out at when we were living with our buddy Nardo. And so back then we didn't really have access to like heavy weights and whatnot. So it was kind of all about just doing the most you can with what you can, you know. And so I think at the moment, like back then, like I hadn't come across like any like research, any knowledge. I didn't watch like a Jeff Napar video where it said like doing high reps is better for what, like your muscle development or anything like that. It was simply like we had 15 and 20 pound dumbbells and like a bench rack which is 45-pound plates. So we'll go ahead and do what you call it, like we would do like 10 reps, felt nice, felt good, but we're trying to at that point I think we cared more about filling out shirts and just trying to stay in shape. So started noticing that like every single time, I think with 45-pound plates when I first did it, I like PR'd at like 10, 12 reps. And so then you push that just a little bit further, going into 13, 14 reps. And I noticed like each time like I would get like a different pump. And it wasn't the same as when we were lifting for football. Because when we were doing like football, it was all just about a numbers game. It was eat as much pasta as you can, get as much food, as much water, like just everything. It's just take everything up. Like all you care about is about putting on size and performing, and just in the weight room. And coaches were really to like kind of like give you like 2-week cycles, 2-week intervals to like change the numbers and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was benching like 165, like 2 weeks from now you had to up that out by 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And so back then, like, yeah, we was getting big and everything. We was developing muscle, but we was just big and stocky. Like, that's why I can put it. Like, I don't know if you ever seen like Lord of the Rings, you know what I'm saying? But like, you got the elves that like are probably like super shredded, like lean underneath like the arm and shit. And then you got like the dwarfs. Like you can just tell them both just eat good and go to work in the mines. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it kind of felt like when we was just like chasing the numbers game and just focusing on like doing like heavyweight. Like all we got out of it was just size. Like, and I'm like, yeah, like my arms like huge, but I would try to flex it and you wouldn't see no triceps. Like you wouldn't see like no shoulder cut. You wouldn't see like vascularity. It was just a big piece of arm, and you know what I'm saying. It only felt as good as it could, because then you see guys who are like half your size, like way more lean. I had a buddy who was like 14% body fat. Dude was like half my weight, and dude just fucking like he performed crazy on the field. But man, this dude just looked like he was just like had like the god genetics on him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't know. I would ask him. I'm like, yo, bro, like, and when you lifting the weight, like, you care about like lifting heavy or like what exactly like is it that you tend to look for when you're working out? And I think like I remember like I asked him a question because he saw me like I forgot what workout he saw me doing, but he saw me like super struggling with it, just going stupid, like hard body, just trying to get that number up. And he's like, bro, don't you feel like you hurt yourself? And I'm like, I mean, that's kind of the point, like in that part of the game, like we're in here like lifting these weights, getting these muscle sores in order for them to go bigger. And he's like, yeah, and I asked him that question. He was like, I don't know, bro. For me, like I just go off how it feels. Like I don't know, that joint feels too stressful. If it feels like straining too much, I don't know, bro. I'm probably gonna get hurt. And I'm not really. He said at the end of the day, I'm not really here to bench a lot. I'm here to score touchdowns a lot. And I was like, all right, facts. I mean, mind you, at the time, like, it didn't really like resonate much with me because you talking like, he's a running back, wide receiver talking to a D tackle, So, and a super like misguided D tackle at that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just absorbing every single piece of information that I could. So, uh, uh, it was funny. But that's kind of where we started working out with that. Then we'll do the 50s instead of 20s.